Now
back,
we're back
in action.
Let me put this to full screen.
Full screen.
There you go.
Back.
Okay. Back after like 3.
2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks.
Has it? I thought we did. Did we
not do it over right before Thanksgiving? I thought we did.
Oh no, we did. Because didn't you left Friday?
We left Friday. Oh, and then you had that test, right? On Thursday before? Yes. So it's been 3 whole weeks. We haven't talked to our loyal viewers. Full of zero.
Viewer. So maybe Rasan's watching. He'll give us some.
Yeah, Rasan. Hopefully you clicked on that link.
So Rasan and my aunt.
My dad.
And your dad. Yeah, your dad.
My mom might be watching
your
tonight.
family. Do they watch live or do they just kind of stream it? Like
I think they stream it. I think they stream it later.
Okay.
Yeah. Because they're out to eat right now, and they sent me pictures of their good food. I was like, man,
that's legit. Well, before we go into our discussion,
our fun discussions,
let me just ask: did you have a nice break?
Yes, I had I did absolutely nothing.
That's good.
I slept. I watched Netflix. That was it. That was my whole break.
It's supposed to be like that.
How about you?
It was all right.
Yeah.
You know, I made the best of what I had.
Okay.
So I enjoyed it. It was definitely well needed. Get away from school. So I'm looking forward to
the big break.
Yeah, that's what's gonna really.
Yeah, can you believe right before Thanksgiving, we had 10 weeks of straight class.
And like I look back, like 10 weeks is a long time.
It's a
like
long time, but it went by fast.
I mean, kind of. Like I got battle scars from, but like think about it, that's longer than summer, just about. That's almost.
Yes.
Well, it's about summertime. You got June and July,
and then August. We don't really start at the beginning of August. We start at the end of August.
But still, and I mean, we still got school going on. But yeah,
Thanksgiving break is a teaser. It's like, well, you're not quite there yet.
It's an appetizer, the preview to the movie,
yes.
you would say, or something like that. That's why I like spring semester better because you're exiting winter. But now it's just kind of like, oh, now it's starting to start snowing when we get home, and then I hate wearing clothes, so I gotta wear coats and all this crap. We put on so much stuff for 5 seconds walking outside. We have to take it all out. Get back in. Especially when we just go on from class to class.
Exactly. I hate it. That's why I hate it. I hate winter. I hate this weather. It's Midwest weather.
Do you have any plans for winter break?
Just hang out with family, going downtown. I think I'm doing a race. I'm not sure.
Wait, you still don't know yet? I thought you were doing a race in one.
There is one in January.
New Year's race, right?
Oh, I know. Not the New Year's Day one.
Oh.
That was exhausting. There's the one I was telling you about was January 10th.
Already? Like, no, I'm not doing that.
There's another race on January 10th, which is the one I was telling you about. But usually I try to do one every month. I don't know if I'm going to do a December one because there's not much in December. So
okay. I'm also curious. Was it last year you told me you were able to sign up for the Warrior Dash for $10?
Not $10.
How much did you sign up?
40.
For 40?
Yeah.
Is it always gonna be 40? Like
well, there is the deal.
So I really want, like, I know like some of my friends were saying like, let's do it, guys.
My friend but texted me that there was a Cyber Monday deal.
Cyber Monday deal?
Yeah, so, and it was like pass, and it was 40. I'm like, wait, are they gonna have it again? Because I thought they would have it. The deadline would be right before Christmas. That deal would end. So I'm gonna keep checking because sometimes they'll reopen up that deal, but they won't let anyone know.
Right.
So I'll let you know because my friend and I are thinking of doing it.
Like that'll be.
You guys want to do it with us? You should. Yeah. It's a lot of fun.
That'll be. You'll be able to meet another partner.
Yes. Oh my God, I love your girlfriend. It's a lot of fun.
You'll be able to see us. That'll be fun. Yeah. We'll probably all come out in matching costumes. not like anything extreme, but probably wearing like matching bandanas.
Yes. There's a lot of people like team.
Come out with a squad.
Yeah, viewer.
It's either Rasan or my aunt. So we'll come out as a squad. That'll be fun. So, well, now that we have a viewer, we can probably talk about what happened earlier.
Yes, there's a lot of controversy.
The viewer's gone. Maybe they're still there. But, well, I don't know what you've heard of it, but I just
looked it up this morning.
Because, like, I was there, like, the Black Student Union, they're, like, having meetings with, like, the police and everything.
Oh, you were at the meeting? You just came from...
I didn't go to the meetings at class, but all my friends went to it. And it's, like, a really big deal going on.
Yeah.
Like...
Because it just coincidentally happened.
Yeah.
With
like, did you know there was a camera inside of it?
Yeah, I read the article
Yeah, like-
and they said it was I was like, what?
But
Capturing everyone's reaction. But we'll tell the
yeah,
viewers what you're talking about. So
can you Google the
Yes.
article and I'll talk about it.
Yeah.
But for the person who's watching, probably Rasan, probably my aunt, or Trisha. Oh, maybe I forgot to tell Trisha. I should probably text her.
Should I share the entire screen?
Uh,
How did you do this?
yeah, you just go to the this.
Oh,
And that just shares the web page. Actually, just do the entire screen. Yeah, it makes like a bird. All right, but anyway,
present 10.
I'm gonna send her a text real quick to let her know. Maybe she might want to. I only got 11% of battery. But today on campus, there was this morning there was a statue in front of our Pentacrest, which is like our center part.
No, it was somewhere here.
Yeah. If you can't find it, I have a picture.
No, UIOR. Right?
Yeah. I mean, they're probably gonna be showing the Herky statue.
It was on the news. I remember it. Traumatized. Here.
Oh wait. Do we have another? Yeah. Okay, that's probably him then. All right. Yeah, that's probably Rasan. All right. You see a picture?
There's a bigger one.
I could just email it to. I could just send the picture
Okay.
to myself, and you get a bigger picture. But
I will.
go to Google. I'll send the picture to myself. But for the people who are watching, this morning there was a statue, and somebody put up a statue of a KKK member on campus, and from the looks of it, it's like, wow, that's really extreme, and a lot of people got really offended by it. However, the artist said that the statue was meant for something else, and is that the guy?
That's the artist.
That's what he looked like. Let's go back up. What? Okay, I won't have to email it to myself.
Oh.
I'll wait till it pulls up. Click the picture.
Here's the photo of what was on
Yeah, that was on campus.
Earlier this morning.
Yeah, and all the people in the Black Student Union, everybody. So we can still see our faces. All right. Why is it not showing our screen? Evan, I don't know how to.
Yeah.
How do we make it show both of us? Is there a way to do that?
Like side by side?
Yeah, can we do that? Probably not.
I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, we got two.
Okay, so all right, let's just hold on to the picture real quick and then let
This one?
somebody, just let them see it for a good minute. All right, so in the picture, it's a picture. It's supposed to represent a KKK member
Should we present everyone?
yeah, I think so. Yeah, bringing everybody.
Okay.
Yeah, and the artist, well, first of all, from afar, when you're crossing the street, you just see a statue, and it's like, wait, is that a KKK? Oh shoot, you get offended.
Yeah.
You don't know, it's somebody trying to send out that kind of message. But from what I've heard from the students and the artists, they're talking about that the statue, if you could, it's made out of newspapers, and when you read the newspapers,
If you go up close and actually read what.
Yeah, you're supposed to analyze it, and he said it's supposed to represent how, I guess, the racial tension is still not dead. His heart was in the right place, but he executed it terribly.
Yeah, it was presented not in the best light.
And the police had to take the statue away, and they had to send out an email apologizing to the whole school. Maybe just Black people, but people were saying okay, you're crossing the street and you see that. Nobody's gonna be like, oh, let me get closer to maybe analyze this more. If you see a KKK,
they will react quickly.
Yeah,
it's a quick reaction.
I would if I saw it, I would be like, what is somebody trying to say something here on campus?
If there was someone next to it explaining, maybe that would
or a plaque or something,
flag.
or
Because
like
if
a
it's-
poster.
Right. If it's just a statue, then people are going to be offended.
People, I remember I was eating breakfast with people, and they're like, "Hey, y'all, there's a statue out on the campus, man." Ariel was so mad.
Yes.
They were so pissed, and I was like, "There's no
Like
way."
that's not helping our racial tension
Not
in America. It's bringing us back,
And then so
taking us farther back.
the artist said, what did he do? He said he put a camera inside
He
of
put
it.
a camera inside of it to see people's reactions, and I don't know what he was going to do with the video. I don't
See,
know if he was going to put it online.
That's what makes it even seem more suspicious.
Right, because you're taking video of people without their permission.
So like what did he expect? I don't know. Like, you're gonna record black people coming up to a KKK statue that appeared in the morning. What do you? I don't understand what to expect for people. It's obviously they're gonna react terribly.
They're gonna.
Nobody's gonna look at it and think, oh,
that's cool. No one's gonna say that.
I don't understand what he was planning on using. Like, I don't even see, like, where's the camera in the picture?
I think it's like near the head region, like
so it's probably like a little circle. Like,
yeah.
I'm looking at like maybe like that looks like a cyclops eye, maybe
something that no one would think that's a camera.
Yeah, like that's like something you see on like ABC or something.
What would you do?
Yeah, and I'm just like thinking about it, and well, I think the artist was Latino, I believe.
No, he was Turkish. I think
he was Turkish.
Yeah, he was Turkish. But yeah, I read that he was trying to bring this to light because he wanted to prove a point that racial tensions still exist and that we need to start talking about it instead of hiding our.
I feel like he should have sent the message to white people instead of black people because we're already talking about it. It's like, why would you tell black people, let's talk about racial? We're already doing all
guys
on
still,
the street. Have you seen pictures of Chicago? Like all this stuff in New York City.
Still talking. Yes, because of the new case. The officer back in July.
Like, we already know.
So, yeah.
Black people know this stuff. I feel like he should have sent the message to the rest of Iowa. The 90% of the Iowan students here, because black people can make up 1%, maybe like 2%.
Right. But I think the challenge for that artist was how do you do that? How do you just target, white people? Like
that would it would make more sense though.
Right, but how would you? I'm not saying his actions were right, but how would you do it? Because I don't know.
I would have
because every race is everywhere on this campus. Like there's not one spot where people are.
I feel like there's a way. I can't think about it now. Like the KKK obviously it was targeted towards black people.
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure there's a way you could target Asians, Mexicans. I don't know enough history, but I'm pretty sure maybe it wouldn't be a statue. Maybe it would be like a poster. Or something that says something, or
in
even
a more
a picture.
Yeah, in a more controlled, formal manner.
Yeah, I can't think of something like maybe if he. Let's say he painted a giant picture of a black person graduating. Even though it'd be a more passive.
It'd be more positive.
Yeah, it would at least send out more of a positive message than, I guess, raising awareness with a KKK.
Because I think the thing he did was too extreme. It was on the extreme end, and it was so radical that it just backfired and. He should have expected that.
Like all the black, so there's like all the black organizations. Like there's there's like
the NAACP chapter of university.
I almost got that confused with NCAA, but NAACP. Then there's like there's a Hubbard group, the Black Student Union. There's also another one called Sister Speak. That's for the females. There's also one Fishes of Men. That's for the males. On like those are the Sunday.
Is this all on campus?
Yeah, these are like there's.
I've been reading like posts about people
and
posting that.
They were all. There was like a 2 or 3 hour meeting with like the police and all these top formals. Like I couldn't go because I was in class.
Yeah, and then the chief diversity.
And then like they got out and everybody was just talking about how. I remember one of the girls. She was like, why are we was that like for an experiment? Like were they, I don't know, like but were they testing like a hypothesis or something? It just didn't make sense.
But the article said that this was not university sanctioned. It wasn't approved. This display.
That makes sense.
So it was actually just straight from this guy.
It makes sense.
And I believe he's a professor here. I think. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I heard he was an art teacher.
He's an art teacher, so he's part of the faculty. So it's just solely from him, not anything to do with the university.
It's just crazy. And, I know people make mistakes, but I feel like it's just...
It's so sensitive. It's a sensitive topic.
You should have asked somebody else, what do you
Right.
think of this idea? And then
Right.
they would have said, you know what, maybe you shouldn't do that. I feel like...
If he did a presentation, if it was more structured, more formal,
Yeah,
it might have been a little bit more
something. Just...
better to showcase whatever his point he wanted to make.
I heard, like, people, like, hitting the statue, like, all, like, 2x4s, like, pieces of wood and all this stuff. And, it makes, everybody's mad. Not even like, the locals, man. Like, it's not even just college students. You got locals that...
You got kids, you got the community.
Yeah, you got children. It's like, what is this? I'm pretty sure if, like, a little 5-year-old, they probably don't even know history of the KKK. But, okay, let's say you saw a child who just learned about KKK, like 10, 12, 13, whenever you learned it. And they're like, oh, what is this? They probably wouldn't understand to read it. They would just be like, oh, I learned about you in history class. You guys did not do good stuff for us.
Right.
And I feel like since it's like in a bigger environment than just college students, little kids can't really, they wouldn't analyze like, oh, this guy had a deeper meaning to it.
Right.
But
it just got a bad reaction from a lot of people.
Yeah, I just don't understand.
And there's another thing that I've been thinking about when I read about this. Like, is this a publicity stunt?
You think so? Like, for what?
For his own sake. Because right now,
You think so?
I mean, that's a possibility. Because there's a lot of racial cases going on right now.
Like, it just
seems like it could be a possibility that he wanted to get in the spotlight for some reason, and I don't know what that reason is.
Like,
and I think it would be a stupid reason to get into the spotlight.
Dude should be. He's probably gonna get fined. Like, first, he already did something illegal. You can't put, like they said, you can't. They put a statue on property that they didn't have permission to, so you'll probably get fined. If you get fined for skateboarding downtown, you should get fined for putting something up.
Yeah. Something that
it will make sense. Like, a police told me if I see you skateboarding again, I'm gonna fine you, and I'm like, okay,
it's a hefty fine too.
Yeah, but.
And he's associated with the university, so he has to have some repercussions.
It makes sense because if I put up like, wait, we got a ding. Like, I don't know I don't know what else. Maybe I'm just not history educated enough, but I can't think of like a history.
Okay, go ahead, but
all right, you try to figure that out.
Okay,
all right, let me go back because Rasan asked if he wanted to chat. But let me see. There is a way.
Yeah, Rasan, we're trying to work.
Yeah, there is a way. Maybe click. I think click that button. Chat. Available command.
List all available. Enter.
What does that say? Oh, just type something out and see what happens. Say I hate. I think you gotta actually comment on the. I think you gotta actually comment on the thing. But or if not, just comment on the Facebook post. But yeah, just comment on the Facebook post.
What if I go YouTube and?
All right, you try that. But if that doesn't work, just comment on the Facebook post. But what was I saying? Shoot, what was I saying? What was I talking about? I think repercussions, but. Oh yeah, so I was thinking, okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that's Rasan.
Thank you, Rasan, for that comment.
Yeah, what was I saying? Okay, what would you say is an offensive thing that a black person could put up towards a white person?
What is the most offensive thing, in my opinion?
Yeah, and I don't know, but like, what would you say is one
that would be offensive to a white person?
Yes. Like, I'm really curious. Like, really, maybe it's to ask Megan, but she's asleep. Like, oh, for real. Like, think about, like, okay, like, for real, think about this, because when it comes like I don't know. Like maybe we just have too many bad stereotypes. But I'm definitely for like if a black person really wanted to
offend
a white person, what could you put up and or do?
Oh.
You know, like I feel like that's I think about that. You know, like easy like KKK statue, boom, the job done. I'm pretty sure if you something else with Latinos, just Latino doing some stereotypical thing, boom, same thing,
Asians,
boom,
Indians, no.
Easily. You know, people are getting offended over the football team, the Redskins. What state are they from? Washington Redskins, yes. Right? So like people like the Native American people who come from that. But what was I saying? Freaking, you know, people are getting offended over that, and the coach is talking about he doesn't want to change the team because it's like oh, you know, this is a team name, this is history, but then it's offensive too. You know, University of Illinois changed theirs. They don't store their mascot anymore because it used to be an Indian. But since people got offended, people stopped.
Yeah. And
I truthfully feel like if somebody's really getting that offended at the name Redskin, I feel like that needs to be addressed, and the dude needs to comply. I think that's just necessary. Like he needs to comply because that's like that's the exact equivalent of somebody coming up to me and saying, "Oh, we got a football team called the Blackskins," and it's a black person. it is.
Yeah.
Or I don't know what else, but you know, it'd be like an African from Africa as their mascot, and that seems offensive to me. But I don't know, like, shoot. But if anybody watching, Rasan offered Band-Aids. I thought that was pretty funny, but I mean that's not negative though.
It has to, yeah.
I like mayonnaise.
Yeah. You know? it has to.
It has to demean.
It has to demean the other race. But if you really think about it,
like I feel like it really has to demean them, and like
if you really think about it, it's hard to.
Yeah, that's the point.
Pinpoint something.
You know,
that would offend.
That's
a white race.
That's where it comes down to.
I mean, it might be a political figure. It could be a celebrity. You know, but it just doesn't seem it would affect the whole race.
I just can't think of one.
I can't think of one. I'll have to do research, but
that's actually like a legit. Maybe if Meg wakes up, maybe we could ask her. You know, if a black person did something to you, how would you get it? Like I think truthfully, okay, here it is. The only thing I could think would offend a white person is if you call them racist.
Yeah,
I think that's the only thing I could think of, and that's kind of like a circle,
right? But name calling, anyone would go.
I could call you a racist.
Right.
It's like, oh, I'm not racist. I have black friends.
And it's just never. But
now we got 4 viewers.
We're starting up a lot of audience right now.
We got 4 viewers.
And that
quit playing.
But we're gonna continue this talk. We're gonna go over our 1 hour time frame because this is a lot of stuff going on. But I want to raise the question, and I looked this up earlier today. Given what's been going on with the Ferguson trial, with the what's the other officers? I forgot
his name too. But the guy
who choked
got choked out. And
the guy back in July, and with the statue. Do you think that having
I'm gonna show a picture of the statue again for the new viewers.
Having the black president, did that improve or hurt racial tensions, or did it stay the same in America?
Did the black president improve?
Yeah, having the first black president in our country, did that improve racial tension, bring us reverted us back to negative tensions, or did it stay the same? So if we didn't have a black president, would this all have happened?
I think given a black president did, I feel like he's just a president at the end of the day. but I feel like he improved the community because he gave people more hope. Like I don't think he directly, like maybe he did. I don't know. I'm not into politics, but maybe he did. But I do know he gave people more hope, which indirectly made people, I guess, make better choices and work harder. That's what I.
So, given the situations that have been happening in the past couple of weeks, this would have happened if we had a black president or a white president.
Yeah, I feel like this would happen anyway. Yeah, I feel like I feel like it would have happened anyway because he's been president for the past 7 years.
It's just a topic that people have always been talking about, especially these last few weeks. Have we just reverted back to
like,
old
you think
ways?
people are just being mad? It's like, oh, he's a president now. Let's do more. Let's get mad. I don't think so. Like I feel like it would happen anyway because it didn't stop them in the past.
Right. I think another part of this is it's the fault of the media.
Well, yeah, it's the media.
Because
anyway.
Rasan, we got your comment on Facebook, so thank you. We'll keep updating YouTube. If anyone else,
we gotta learn how to use this chat wall.
We're gonna. I know we're gonna have to figure out how to do live comments.
We gotta get that chat
wall. Another part of this is why racial tensions have gotten so bad is because of the cases, but also media. They sensationalize everything, and there's a lot of protests going on in Chicago, Washington D.C., New York. In the streets.
Yeah.
From these two cases, and the only images that we see in the media, or the only videos, are the ones that are tearing things apart. Have you?
That's America, man.
Right. We're just seeing like chaos in the street. But there's a picture somewhere on the internet I just saw earlier before you came over that there was peaceful protesting. People just sitting in front of a police station, I think in New York, just protesting. And I think that's truly what shows what America can do with protests.
No, okay, I'm about to switch it back over.
They should not show, chaos in the street because that gives a bad name to what we want to happen.
Now, okay, let me. I always thought I had an idea.
Well, we lost those 2 years.
Dang.
We got so close.
Dang, almost got 5. But what was I thinking about? Oh, so okay. Here's one thing that I thought about. Okay, I'm gonna close this group chat thing because it's taking up screen.
Why don't we
we'll
do that, and then I'll keep up the YouTube. Oh, keep refreshing this.
Yeah.
So we got some comments.
Do we really?
I mean, Rasan said.
Oh, okay. See, Rasan gave us that support, man. But what was I going to say? Okay, here's an idea that I have, and I feel like maybe it will work, maybe it wouldn't. But all right, you think about everything that's happened in the past month or two. Mainly let's just focus on the Black community.
Mm-hmm.
And so then it's like, okay, Black community, they tried to fix it. So, the population of America, I think I looked it up today, and I think Black people is like 16%, and then white people is like 66%. Yep. So I feel like, whenever racial stuff happens, I believe that instead of just one minority coming after the majority, I think minorities should all start working together to help each other's problems.
Instead of fighting
alone. Because we're all pretty much on the same boat. For example, I feel like I don't know much about what problems in the Latino community, Asian community, but I know it's different. But I feel like maybe I got this idea thinking about how the fraternities here are like so small, we can't get a house. And I was saying, why don't all the fraternities come together and make a house?
Right.
And I was thinking, okay, now let's apply it to the real world. I'm pretty sure, I don't know if they have an NAACP. Wait. NCAA.
No, NAACP.
Okay, so
NCAA is
that's the college.
Sports.
Okay.
The college.
NAACP. Right. College people. All right. I was thinking, I don't know if Asians have an NAACP version or Latinos, but if they do, wherever they are, I feel like we should all work together instead of being a group for Black people, a group for Mexicans, a group for Asians. Because I feel like you'll do more work. Because if you got Asians, Mexicans, Black people all saying, okay, this is wrong, I feel like you'll get more done.
Yeah.
That's what I think. Because I feel like you will have more people, more backup. You have a larger community to cover more of America. And I feel like you will get your name heard. Even though we're still a minority, even with all the minorities together, I feel like you'll just have better support. So that means, when something happens in the Black community, everybody helps.
Mm-hmm.
Something happens in the Mexican community, everybody helps. Even though it may not be towards us, everybody jumps on board because you're in it together. Like, we're all in the struggle together, but we're struggling separately.
Yeah. So you're saying it should be more collective.
Yeah. I wish Maya was here. Maya, she was like...
But, the protest going on right now, it includes a lot of, different races. African American, white, Asian. I've seen, like, a bunch of races. But you're saying, like, more would be better.
Or, like...
Which is always,
Yeah, and, like... Dude, I don't know. It's a very, like, weird topic to think about.
It's a very sensitive topic. It's a very fine line.
But I'm just, like, thinking about that statue and, like... that could have gone worse than people just getting mad.
If he put that in the middle of the day,
I feel like
that would have been really bad. It would have been really bad. Because this was put out, I think, 7:30 in the morning. And it only stayed up for a couple hours. So people were just waking up. Some of them had class in the morning, but not everyone had class. So,
like, worst case scenario, let's say somebody who didn't go here saw the statue. He goes home, he's really mad. And he doesn't get the hawk alerts. He doesn't know he didn't know what the intentions were. He just saw a KKK statue on campus. Worst case scenario, he goes back to what's over here, Coralville.
Coralville, Cedar Rapids.
What's like the Iowa hood? It's like West Lawn or something. I don't know, like whatever the Iowa hood is. It's just where do the locals come from? Whatever city they all come from.
Oh, like the smaller Iowa cities.
Yeah, wherever they come from, the outskirts.
Yeah, that's the heart of it.
Yeah, the outskirts. So somebody sees it, they get mad, they come back. They could cause an uproar. I don't know what they would do here because it's Iowa. They probably come back. They come back going deep. Terrorize. I don't know what they would do. Like, okay, what if that started a riot and they start burning down things here?
I'd be shocked.
Worst case scenario.
That would be very shocking because it's like, whoa, I've never expected this.
It is only in Iowa City, yeah.
Right.
But worst case scenario, what if they like, oh man, they trying to represent KKK here? Okay, we're about to get a group of people like in Chicago and they'll come back and start rioting. And next thing you know, you see freaking Chipotle on fire.
Probably the worst.
And it's like, why are you setting Chipotle on fire? But they didn't do nothing. But they'd be
And there's a way to do protesting in a peaceful manner, and that's what everyone just wants. You can get I think you do more with peaceful protesting than forcible chaos. Like,
okay, I was thinking about this as well. Like in the news, you see all this stuff on fire, right? And during breakfast with Circle of Us, we're like, okay, first of all, why are we setting hair salons on fire? Like, what does hair salon ever do? People are destroying their own community out of pure anger because everybody's reacting emotionally. Like, they're gonna set a hair salon on fire for what a policeman did. Yeah. Ain't nobody touched the police office. Nobody's trying to get shot because they know if they burn down a police office, they're gonna bring a squad out. They're gonna get lit up. They know that, so they're like, oh, let me go to this gas station and loot, loiter, set it on fire, and I ain't gonna get shot because it's not the police.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody touched the police station. I know that for sure because they know they're stocked up with nothing. No, it's like, well, that's what made it even just more stupid to me. But you see in videos of people got cars flipped at their racket club, fitness club, and I'm like, why are you flipping cars?
And they torched the car.
Yeah, why are you
torch it? I was like, whoa.
Why are you setting cars on fire?
Right.
Like,
exactly.
What? Like, can you imagine somebody set your car on fire? Like, what you gonna do?
I will cry. I'll be so mad.
You gonna be screwed up. Like, what you gonna do? You can't get home that night. It's probably dangerous. Your car just sitting there on the plane. What you gonna do?
Like you can't get reimbursed for
What,
that.
like, what you gonna do? Like, you just sitting there like you just out of luck.
Because you can't fight the mass group of
And
people by yourself.
Like you did, like if you came, let's say you lived in Ferguson, you were just running, doing your thing. You come out, your car on fire, and you're like, what? I ain't do nothing. I'm a little Filipino. Like, I'm just doing me. Like I'm over break, just chilling. And then you just see your car on fire, and it's just like it's pointless.
There were many wrong decisions that happened in that protest in Ferguson, and a lot of those bad decisions came from out of towners. I don't know if you like not all those like burning of the cars, flipping of the cars, smashing. Not all of them came from people from the Ferguson town.
It makes sense.
It came from people that came to that state to watch the decision. But they just got out of hand and they just let their anger out. But they're not part of that state, so they can do whatever they want.
I mean, just pure destruction.
I think
that's stupid.
They did the way they handled the decision. They should have made it during the daytime because at nighttime you don't know who's coming to your state.
They should have done it in the morning. Yeah.
Because they waited until
maybe they did. Did they wait till night?
They did wait till night. That's why people were sitting out there.
I thought they started early. And
they knew the decision in the afternoon, but they didn't release the decision until night.
They should have waited till 8 a.m. because ain't nobody up at 8 a.m. They would have been knocked out. Or they should have waited till it was snowing outside. Ain't nobody trying to riot when it's snowing outside.
No one's gonna flip a car.
Who's trying to riot? Like, okay, let me tell you, I don't, never mind. But if it's snowing outside, you're gonna think twice about rioting. You're gonna be like, okay.
But then again,
let's change our mind and let's not flip cars.
The other thing about it is, it would take slower for emergency vehicles, to get there and to be able to catch you because it's so slippery. You can't see.
True. That is a downfall.
So then again, maybe.
But still, though, like the car on fire.
It's crazy, and they're still going protests going on in big cities. And after this new case that evolved, and such a sad.
It was crazy.
Sad moment.
My brother, he said it was like he gave like a metaphoric view. He was like what's happening in Ferguson, all the destruction. He said it's kind of like when a toddler gets mad and they break their own toy. They don't know what they're doing, but they're just releasing anger. Like a kid would break their fire truck.
Without even thinking about it, they're just breaking it.
And he says, kind of like that. Everybody, you don't want your fire truck broken, but you just need to release anger. And then like 2 days later, you're like, shoot, I broke my fire truck.
Mm-hmm.
But the sad part about it is that these are grown people who are doing bigger things than breaking a toy. They're breaking businesses, killing cars.
Now, did you see the video of Ferguson, of the stepdad yelling, like, let's burn this down? Let's burn.
His dad?
His stepdad. That's
stepdad. What was he trying to burn down?
He just yelled out to he's like trying to start big riots. You didn't see that video?
No.
It was like shown on CNN. It's shown all of it. He was like, let's burn this, and then swore it down.
Anything in particular, or were you just saying
he was just saying it, and there are some people that are saying, especially the police officers, the officers are saying, well, he could be charged with a crime for trying to set up, a big riot that would tear the town down. Other people are saying that it's just out of anger that anyone else could have said that if,
I remember.
So.
I don't understand what he was trying to get. He must have been pure anger. I mean, anger.
That's what I'm thinking.
I'm pretty sure any parent would probably do that.
Anything.
He
didn't mean any real action to come from that. I think he was just so angry.
I'm pretty sure any parent would do that. Because, thinking about, our dads, let's say we were wrongfully killed. We were, killed.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's like, oh, man, my son was so young. He had a bright future.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't doing anything wrong.
Right.
I'm pretty sure our family would be just as mad. But I don't know. It's a lot to think about. But I really do hope Nobody else thinks about putting up a KKK statue.
I was very surprised that happened.
Yeah.
Obviously. Like, why?
I don't know, but maybe I don't know, man. It's crazy out here. This world's crazy. I always think, do you think the same stuff like this, mainly racial tension? Well, I mean, yeah, I know it's going around the world, but maybe we just don't hear about it. Like, do you feel like stuff like this happening in like Europe?
Another country?
I know it's happening in other countries, but like Europe specifically. Maybe we just don't hear about it.
I think it does happen. I don't think the protests are as huge, like because a lot of those European countries, the government doesn't allow protests. Some of them,
It's
so
bad.
we don't get to hear all those. We just see people getting jailed for life because they're protesting against something that the government did.
It's bad, man.
So I think it does happen everywhere, including Europe. So
That
it's sad.
I wonder how long that dude was making that statue for. Is it still up here? Or I gotta switch the window. Like truthfully, a statue that big. Like I'm looking back like when I was in like 8th grade making like paper mache. That statue thing.
It had to be taken around because
I feel like
he got those newspapers, those archives.
I'm just thinking, maybe
It took a lot of research.
did somebody like maybe when he was making this, did it ever cross his mind? Maybe I shouldn't do this. He couldn't have finished it. Maybe he did, but if he finished, you just can't put that together in 5 minutes. So
yeah,
I was hoping
any true art project takes a while.
So if that took him 2 days to finish, I'm surprised. During those 2 days, he wasn't like, oh man, you know what? Maybe you guys shouldn't.
It probably lingered in his mind, but I think what overpowered that was I want to send the point out. If that was his intention, or his other intentions would have been, I want to get publicity. There are some people like that in the world, and it's dirty. I think that's really low.
I don't know. I hope Iowa gets better. Cause I know like
I think Iowa City is good because it's run mainly by students, and so for the most part, most of us have grown up with great values and respect for other culture. I know there are some students, especially students from more rural parts of either this state or another state, that really don't accept other cultures.
I noticed,
and I think it's those people that needs to improve and be more culturally competent.
I feel like people here. Let me switch back. I know it's a big thing. I hear this quite often, and I think it's kind of wrong. I think it's pretty wrong, actually. But a lot of people here talk about the Asian students here.
Yeah. The international students.
Yeah, and I feel like that's so bogus. Like people be like, "Oh man, I'm so glad I got away from these Asians. It's great." I just like it's just so.
It doesn't make any sense. I don't know why they have to say that.
Like that's just so bogus.
Like you are smearing another race and you're downgrading it.
And I feel like
which I don't understand. What your point?
People get away with it because if you said it to a black person, it would cause more of an uproar. If somebody came up to any black person and said, "Man, I can't wait to get away from Iowa City, to get away from these black people," if any black person heard that, they'd be like, it'll be different. But I feel like with international students,
it's because of the stereotype. Go back to the stereotypes. Asians are more,
it's like
quiet, passive aggressive. Because
if somebody said that, I don't even like. Oh my! I would
be mad.
They would get us
because I've been categorized as an international for some reason, and then when they hear me talk, they'll be like, "What?" I'm like,
and then like
I'm from Illinois.
Then everything's okay.
Exactly.
And it's like, oh, okay, you're not in that category. If somebody said, "I can't wait to get away from these black people," man, they'll be torn up
They
if somebody
would.
if somebody
They would. Because it's that again, that history. It goes back
they will be
a long
torn
time
up.
because there's so many tension. There's not much tension between Latinos and whites or Asians and whites. There's not as much tension as blacks and whites because that was a whole
It just comes, because like everybody
a
thinks like
whole
first thing people think
couple
about is slavery.
decades, few decades, and it's still going on.
But I'm just thinking like, man, like shoot, like I don't know, I feel like it's just so bogus, be like, or people just like, man, I hate when I'm trying to talk to an Asian and they can't really, I can't understand what they're saying. And that just, I mean, they don't, people never say this stuff to their face.
Right, they talk behind people.
People are a bunch of garbage, but
I think just people need to mature. They need to get more informed.
Yeah.
They need to be more informed.
Like, okay, I was talking to Meg about this. Do you have the Yik Yak app?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
She deleted hers because of
She deleted hers?
What happened this morning. Well, yesterday there was a lot of...
There was more stuff on...
Not about the statue, because this statue didn't come out until this morning, but yesterday there's a surge of racist posts.
Why yesterday?
I don't know. I saw that too last night around 9 p.m. I was like...
See, it's a bunch of... Oh, I don't even think, but...
So I don't understand.
My aunt's watching, but Yik Yak is an app where essentially it's like a bulletin board for like...
It's like social media, but...
For like a 50-mile radius, for example.
And it's totally anonymous. Anyone can post anything as long as you're in that radius, as long as you're in that area. So it's like Twitter, it's like Facebook, but no one knows who's saying it.
So it was... The purpose of Yik Yak was to be like this. Hey, who wants a couch? I have a couch for $100, and somebody Yik Yak you back.
Was that what it was intended to be?
That's what I saw because people are talking about how bad it was supposed to be, like something like that, or like, hey,
I thought it was just another form of social media.
It was supposed to be like a bulletin board, like trade and buy.
Oh wow!
Somebody says, hey, I'm going to Chicago. Who wants a ride? $100 gas. Hey, let me go. Let's meet. Something like that. Trade. That's why it's local. So you could trade and buy and sell, like, hey, football tickets, $50.
But now it turned into...
And then now it's anonymous people talking about blacks, fat people, women, Asians, minorities. That's pretty much all it is now. Like, it happened in high school. It was on a news article where people in a school just Yik Yak about somebody, and the school can't do nothing about it, but the person is getting mentally destroyed because they're sitting there on the phone in class. They'll say like, oh man, somebody did this. School can't stop it. Like, that's the sad part. They can't stop it. And then everybody's reading it, and the whole school sees it. And it's sad. And, people here in Iowa City, people be low key, like, so, just so racist. Just low key racist. That's the worst, man. Low key racism.
It stuns me.
That low key racism.
It saddens me and stuns me at the same time because...
man, like, I bet if you met any of those people on Yik Yak that were talking all that racial stuff, and you're like...
I believe that they're from an area that they haven't experienced much culture.
That low-key racism.
And it's very sad and stuns me because someday in your world you're probably gonna work or you're probably gonna meet someone that you have to deal with that's not the same culture as you.
Could I see what Yik Yak looks like? I'm just really curious.
Oh, you don't have Yik Yak?
I try not to use as many like social networking stuff because I feel like this brings no good. I feel like it does more bad than good.
So basically, it is.
And that's it?
Yeah. And then people just post this. And then you can downvote it, you can upvote it.
Let me see if there's a post that...
Like, I think all of the ones about what we're talking about now, because they only keep ones from...
They get downvoted and deleted or something?
Downvote, delete, but they only keep ones that have been up for a couple hours or recently. So if it's been past a couple hours, sometimes they don't.
It makes sense, but... People are stupid.
Well, here's people saying, I hate racist people. Racist people, this is 2014. There's some opinion about race.
People just like to talk. People are weird, but yeah, that's Yik Yak. And I'm afraid what the future children are gonna be like. one of my friends was telling me, he was like, yeah, everybody's calling our generation like the worst generation.
Oh, mine and your generation?
Yeah,
and why is that?
Just because of electronics and stuff.
Yeah.
But then also, then he was like, no, it's the generation after us because they're growing up with this stuff. During our generation, we grew up during it. Now people are born with it already created. My brother even told me that Steve Jobs. No. Who's the new Apple guy?
I think his name is Tim Cook. I think
either him, somebody from Apple, one of them. He said in an article that he doesn't let his children use Apple products because he said
the Apple guy,
one of the somebody from who was really big in Apple. I remember I read something. He said, "I don't let my children use."
Are you sure it's someone from Apple or is it someone from Microsoft? Because I know Bill Gates doesn't allow any.
Then it was probably Bill Gates.
Yeah, because I know Bill Gates does not allow any Apple products into his.
Oh no! Wait! It wasn't because it's like company. It's just computers. Like
okay.
I'm pretty sure it's from Apple. Like because he said he sends his children to schools that use as little. Like it's like a specific school that uses as little electronic as possible, because he personally said that the products that we create in Apple, they make lots of money, but they're not doing us they do us good. But people in the past did good without them, and he feels like his children would be better off without them. So he said none of his children have iPads, even though he gets them for free. None of his children have iPhones; they just have a phone. And he said, I have my children read books, not ebooks. And when I'm sending them to this school, I forgot the name of what kind of school it is, because I don't want them to be influenced by the computerized world and technology. Nice. And this was a creator in the Apple industry who's creating this stuff. And he personally said that, that's what he felt about it, even though he's one of the creators who made it. And, it just makes you realize that, I don't know, we're going through a shift of being very dependent on technology.
Because, again, we want to be ahead of all the other countries.
But, I mean, you think about all this stuff we've done in the past without technology.
And I think that there's two ways to go look at it. One, the advantage of using technology, being born with technology, is you'll be more ready for the workplace because a lot of things are going electronic. Even the hospitals, the patient records are moving them to the computer. So you'll be more competent on your job and you'll be ahead. On the other side, the disadvantages, I always think about this. What happens if we just have a worldwide power surge that everything stops working?
People will be weird.
You don't know how to function.
Like, it's so bad that people, it's like, because it's like such a part of life to have all this stuff on your phone and Facebook and all that stuff. I think if there was a power surge, it'll be different.
It'd be very different. And I think that's why it's, to me at least, the disadvantages of technology outweigh the advantages.
Yeah.
And so I support what Tim Cook's doing with his kids.
If it's Tim Cook or somebody.
It is. I just looked at that's the CEO of Apple.
So it is Tim Cook?
It is.
Okay.
He's the CEO of Apple.
Okay.
So I wish I would be able to afford a school like that because I'm pretty sure that has to be a private school.
Even though they use less electronics, but they have their things locked down. And, I feel like when I'm a parent, I'm going to try to do something like that. Not like, no PlayStation 3. But I'm definitely going to make sure.
Because you would be a supporter.
Yeah. But I'm definitely going to make sure my kids get outside. Like, I can see myself saying, all right, kids, let's go camping for a weekend. Just to make sure they get outside. Because I don't want my kids, mainly when they're kids, like.
That's your childhood.
6. Because, I remember when I was 6, I was outside. Even though I played games, I was outside. But nowadays, people don't ring doorbells anymore.
They text you, come outside.
Exactly.
I'm guilty of that.
Yeah,
I'm guilty of that.
Who isn't? Like nobody's trying to go ring your doorbell. Now it seems like I don't want to wake your family, so I'm just gonna text you to come outside.
And then when you do ring the doorbell, it's like,
why'd you ring my doorbell?
You just called me. I'll be out here in a second, right?
It's terrible. Like, why'd you ring my doorbell? Why'd you just text me? You woke up my dad. Dogs barking. Nobody rings doorbells anymore. But I want to make sure my kids have that appreciation of outside of electronics.
And you know what my answer would be? I'm a very active person,
Yeah.
and so I would
You go tell them to run a mile.
run a mile
Run a
and keep
mile,
running,
then come
and I'll
back
run with you.
Go to sleep.
Yes.
But
I always encourage that healthy lifestyle.
yeah, and I'm really glad that in my household, my family, back then, they really, one thing that I'm really glad they did is that every time we eat dinner, we can't use our phone at dinner, and I'm really glad. Like
that's a rule at my table too.
I'm really appreciative of that because it really brings your family together.
And to me, that's normal. To you, that's normal. But I look at other families.
Yeah, I know.
That's not normal. Which I can't find.
Well, people don't
grasp
do you eat together?
We
people
always eat together.
I mean, it's just different around family, but some people they just don't eat with their family, or they'll just get their dinner and go to their room. And I feel like
it doesn't.
It's different.
I can't imagine that being dinner. I can't imagine that being my
It's
dinner.
more like just eating. It's not. I mean, it just seems like eating to me. It doesn't seem like dinner. Like dinner is supposed to be everybody chilling,
talking about your day. Of course, there might be TV in the background, but we're not paying attention to TV.
As long as you're together, I feel like that's gonna be a big thing. The Fish in the Men group chat, but I feel like that's a big thing for me because I know
that's something I want to instill in my children's family.
Yeah, make sure if you come to the table to eat, don't
bring anything. Don't bring any luggage with you.
Yeah, and I remember I actually saw this on it was like a Facebook post article thing. It was like good ideas to do when you're out with friends, because normally when you're with friends, mainly when you're with friends and you're eating, like at a restaurant, and man, I knew Rasan was on Yik Yak. I knew Rasan was. I knew that dude was on Yik Yak. I knew he was on Yik Yak. I knew he was on. I know Mike got Yik Yak. I bet he got Yik Yak. He probably be posted on Yik Yak. But
continue your thought.
Like, okay, those are articles. Like, all right, when you're out with friends and y'all eating, have everybody put. You might have seen it. Have everybody put their phone on the table. Stack them up on each other face down so you can't read the screen. And then...
Where did you see this?
It was some random Facebook post on a Facebook page. It was like, so you got like 10 phones stacked up in a pile. All of them on vibrate.
Well, so silent. I would never have down vibrate.
That's true. So on silent. But what they had in the article was, it was on vibrate. So like you couldn't tell which one vibrated. But... also, you have it on silent, and they said that anybody who has to pick up their phone has to pay the bill. Has to pay everybody's bill. I thought it was interesting, but then at the same time, I was like, what if it's an emergency? But
there's always that case,
But the point of the article was to say, when you're with friends, you need to focus on your friends, not your friends that are on your screen. Because I remember, experienced that freshman year of college when you're trying to make friends and everybody's texting their friends from back at home because nobody knows each other here in Iowa. Like freshman year, you're trying to meet new people. I remember me and Marshall dealt with this a lot.
Really?
Yeah, nobody's trying to talk to you because you don't know them. So they're texting their friends from back at home. And it's kind of like, you're not going to meet me if you don't talk to me. Like, I noticed that in Australia, too. Australians don't use phones like Americans do.
It's very nice.
Like, I was at a table. You could tell who's American. You could. Americans are on Facebook. And all the Australians are sitting here talking about what they're...
For me, the only time when I'm with friends, and the only time I would pull out because I want to, talk to them. The only time I would pull out my phone is if everyone else pulls out their phone. I'm like, wow, this is awkward.
Yeah, it's like...
There's a point in the conversation where everyone just stops talking, and then everyone's on their phone at the same time. There's always... That happens multiple times. And I'm like, what just happened?
It's the last resort, man. People don't even doing nothing. They just look at the home screen.
I don't understand it.
They look at their home screen going left and right.
Right. Or refreshing.
Like, man. And that stuff be bothering me. They probably be on Yik Yak talking about people.
True.
Man. They be Yik Yak. Yik Yak would be something. That's foolish, man.
But just think about this.
That's foolish.
A decade ago,
Yik Yak.
1 decade ago, 10 years ago, I was in fourth grade.
You were 10.
About fourth grade? Yeah.
Fourth,
fifth grade.
Yeah.
We didn't have as much technology. And we were I was happy.
I feel like I remember I was talking to my friend.
happier.
I was talking to my friend Dre about this, man. Like, as people grow up, people just aren't happy to be around each other anymore. You know, like you'll go to a sleepover as a 6-year-old, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, it's my friend! Yeah, he's over my house. You know, it's so cool." And you're just happy that they're there. Nowadays, your presence isn't enough for people. People want you to entertain them. You know, you go to somebody's house and like, "Oh, hey,
What are we doing today? You know, we have to do something. You know,
I feel like you gotta be really good friends to just chill. Nobody wants to just chill anymore. Everybody's trying to get active.
wait. I mean, there's some positive and negative.
Yeah, that's
stuff,
true.
But yeah, I understand what you're
You
saying.
know, like kids, I feel like it's just simple-minded. And maybe it's just because it's like first-time experiences. But I just remember as a kid, it's like, oh man, my friend's coming over. Oh my God, it's just gonna be so much fun. Because I'm gonna be able to talk to my friend. I'm gonna be able to just chill with my
To
friend.
me, that was exciting too. Like, oh right, I get to go to my friend's house.
Yeah, it's so cool.
You're always cooped up in your own house. You have no one else.
Yeah, so but I feel like nowadays it's kind of like, hey man, your friend come over. It's like, I mean, yeah, it's your friend, but
It's not exciting.
yeah, some people just, I feel like people just don't appreciate each other enough. That's a thing about it.
And do you think it is due to increased technology use? Do you think that part of that could be, or majority of that could be attributed to?
Maybe because like
So
okay,
the lack of
like think about it. I hear stories of my dad, mom. My mom, I guess when I don't know what they would do, but you know, have you ever just heard? Like I would hear stories. My mom was like, "Yeah, you know, we didn't have GameCube when we were growing up. We all jumped rope." My dad would be like, "Yeah, you know, we didn't have PlayStation, so we all played football." You know, even though GameCube does bring people together, it does. That's what video games do that.
personal experiences.
Like, it is, but I do feel like since that's like that, I feel like it becomes like a standard. And when you don't have that stuff, it's like for example, I feel like you just can't say, "Hey, who wants to play cards?" Because nobody's like cards.
Oh yeah,
Who's trying to play cards? You know,
people want to play video games. Yeah, you know.
Like I think cards are fun. People don't even give them a try. Like people are like, "Hey, you trying to play some?"
I like, especially like if you play poker with your good friends.
Yeah.
Oh, and
even
play
if you
for like quarters or something.
Even if you
money.
play like penny poker,
Yes.
yeah, you know,
I would get into that.
yeah, but people don't be like. I think okay, Rasan, if you're watching, I think we should actually do penny poker with a group of friends. Everybody get sunglasses.
I think that's
Penny poker.
I've always wanted to do that with you.
Because I ain't got money to play some real poker. I ain't trying. I'm not,
I used to play with my family, and it used to be like $5 buy-in. And sometimes I won.
Yeah, that's perfect. If you got 10 people and the max is 5 per person,
$50.
you rolling deep. You could buy yourself a lot.
Yeah.
I think that's a legit idea. The more you have, even though your odds of winning are smaller, the pot is huge. Even if everybody just put in $2, $20.
That's gas money.
And that's not even a lot. $2. If you could play 5 rounds with $10, and if you win, you just go back.
I wish we had a bigger group of friends here so we can play that.
Yeah,
that'd be fun.
Like that's a legit idea. Play some. If
Marshall was still back here,
night, we should do a poker
that's
night.
What I'm saying.
Night, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Dude, whenever you need to come over to my house, bro. I'm dead serious. Like we just moved. Well, you gotta come over my house. We got this nice round table.
Winter break.
We got a poker table.
Winter break.
Like we look. I'm serious.
Yeah, me too.
Like
I'm serious too because I like poker. I like cards.
I'm dead serious.
I'm dead serious. You know I'm serious.
I'm dead serious
because I like playing cards.
Right.
We're gonna set that up.
All right, you're gonna meet everybody.
Yes.
It's gonna be fun.
Just don't cry when I win because
I'm telling you,
good.
you're not ready. It's gonna be all right. You're gonna come over. We're gonna have a poker night.
Yes.
All right. You gotta make sure you can come through.
Yes.
Right.
You live in Homewood, right?
Well, Flossmoor, but it's still right there.
Yeah, I could come over over a weekend. Because seriously, this winter break, I have.
You're free.
Free.
All right, maybe you can come over for New Year's Eve. Bro, okay,
that's because I don't have any New Year's plans this year.
We're gonna do it. All right. Evan, you're gonna meet everybody New Year's Eve. All right, and we're gonna play Smash Bros. 3.
Oh my god.
You got a lot to see. All right, we're gonna do that. We're gonna have a poker night in Smash Bros. On New Year's Eve.
I'm excited.
All right.
When is New Year's Eve? Let's see.
I don't know. I want to say like a
It has to be on the
Wednesday?
weekend. It's on Wednesday this week.
no, because Christmas is on. I
Oh,
think
it
a
is a
Thursday.
Wednesday. That's weird.
Is it Wednesday for real?
Yeah, 31st.
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird. Because then people go back to work on Friday, which sucks.
That does suck.
Right.
That's bad luck. Maybe don't people normally get New Year's off though? I thought they get that.
My mom doesn't. My mom.
Oh shoot.
I don't think my mom gets New Year's Day off. I don't think she gets
Oh.
it because it's just another day.
'Cause I know some companies do that.
I think New Year's Eve maybe.
Because I thought people work New Year's Eve and they get New Year's off. Because nothing happens till nighttime New Year's Eve. So you're off work by the
I
time.
don't know. I think my mom's thing is she gets New Year's Eve off, but New Year's Day she has to work. It's a new day.
That seems backwards.
It's strange.
All right, maybe. All right, man. We're gonna.
But yeah, let's plan that because I'm
dead. All right.
I'm dead serious
This
too.
is gonna be cool. This is gonna be cool.
It's gonna happen.
When we leave here, I'm gonna put that on my phone. You're gonna meet
Because I've been to Maya's house, I've been to Simone's house. I haven't been to your house or Marshall's.
You're gonna meet everybody. You're gonna meet everybody.
Yes.
You're gonna meet everybody.
That's all you're gonna
You're gonna meet everybody.
No words
man.
can express it. You gotta be there.
Yeah,
to be there, Mom.
It is, especially Smash Bros.
Yes.
You're gonna meet everybody, man. 8 players.
It's the real thing. Huh?
You're gonna meet
It's
everybody.
been a while since
man.
I played Smash Brothers, but
That's okay. You're gonna meet everybody.
I'm pretty sure I can pick up my game.
That's gonna be legit. All right, I'm looking forward to that.
It's gonna be a lot of fun.
I'm glad we had this
Yes.
talk.
Live in front of our 3 viewers.
Let it be
You
known.
guys are invited too.
He's coming
you know?
through New Year's Eve. Who's the mystery third person? I hope maybe it's Trisha. Maybe she got back from Target.
Hi, Amazon and your aunt.
Aunt, yeah. You're gonna meet a lot
It's
of
gonna be
people.
fun. It's gonna be fun. Yes.
I'm
Now I
glad
have
we-
New
I'm
Year's
glad we had
plans
this
this year
talk.
because
Yeah,
I was actually thinking about that. I'm like, I'm not gonna have any New Year's plans
you can
this
come
year.
through. How far is your house? It's like a 2-hour drive. I don't
2
know.
hours.
How far do you live?
I don't think it's that far. Like
You live-
Flossmoor. How far? Okay, how far are you from the city?
Like a 30-minute drive.
Okay, that's kind of how we are. So if you double that, an hour.
All right. Well,
Because you're just on the other side. We're on one side.
okay. Yeah, you on the north side.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
So
Shoot,
yeah, it's
man.
not too bad.
yeah. Maybe we just have people probably just stay or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's legit.
It's gonna be good. This is gonna be good.
It's gonna be fun.
You're gonna meet everybody.
Oh, I can't wait.
Dude, like I'm
We
thinking,
just
like
planned it.
I'm thinking about this right now. I might not pull him out, but my brother gave me a. I'm not gonna pull him out, but my brother gave me a deck of gold-plated cards.
What?
They have a
Gold?
bruh.
Where did he get
Bruh.
gold-plated
He got
cards?
them from a lab.
A lab.
A lab
What do you mean
from
lab?
China. A science lab that plated the cards gold. Bruh, I'm not.
What?
I might not pull them out because if they get bit, I'm gonna be torn. But
Why did he get gold-plated? Just to
because
have?
they're cool. He got them. He got them from
So
for
like,
Christmas.
is it like on the? So like on the face?
The whole card is gold.
Real gold?
It has a certificate. It's 0.999% gold.
What the heck?
He got it for the low from China.
He brought that over to the States?
He got it ordered from a friend who's from China.
Oh, okay.
But it comes in a nice case too. Got a certificate.
So is it just for show or like can you use it?
I mean,
I'm not
you-
saying you should use
you
it, but-
can use it. You know, it's got all the numbers. The
Okay.
face cards are shiny. It's sick.
So it's like something you would see like in a James Bond movie where, you know,
Yeah.
the high rollers.
I might put them in like a frame because I don't want them to get
Yeah,
damaged.
that's pretty cool.
But I might put them in a frame over the.
and it's like
poker.
the complete deck 52 cards.
The Jokers
The joke-
and the case. I'll show you when you come through. I might just frame them and put it over the
Yeah.
poker table.
Oh,
Dude,
I've never heard of gold cards.
it's sick. It's nice. I'll make sure to
I'm
show you.
curious.
I'll make sure to show
I
you.
want to see a general picture.
All right, yeah. Google.
Gold
After this, we'll probably
cards.
go. Hey, that's the. Yep.
Let me see.
That's the.
Where? This one?
Yeah, all of them.
What? So is it like
It's very shiny.
hard or is it like?
It's not super hard, but it's like harder than plastic.
So it's a little bit heavy.
Like it's not like heavy because they're thin,
Yeah,
but it's like
it
hard.
has some. Yeah.
It's like a very
dense
car. But they can bend. Yeah, they're really shiny too. Like, let me so people can see what they look like too. But they're very shiny. That's what makes them so cool. They're so cool. But easily somebody could bend them. Like
that one.
Like look at that. The Ace just looks like that's my favorite car because all that shines. It's so shiny. You play that.
I can't believe you got gold cards.
Mm-hmm. He said they also have silver, but the gold looks better. See, the
Who
case
wants
is like
silver
that.
cards?
In the back is like $100 gold bill.
What? Is that how it is on? You got that for your birthday?
It was Christmas actually.
Oh, Christmas?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was cool. I mean, they just cost like $10, I think.
Huh? Wait, what?
Oh, see, they only cost $20. See, I thought it was more.
But I don't think that's real gold. It seems like yours is
I don't know.
pure gold. This might be off-brand gold.
Maybe. Well, I don't know. Maybe they are not real gold. I don't know. Yeah, these are mine. So maybe gold plated. They gold plated. They gold plated, but they look cool. And I think those are the silver ones. I think no, those are different. But all right, I'm seriously you coming through.
Yes.
This is gonna be cool. All right. Well, you want to stop now?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Probably.
So it is 8:40. We went a little bit over, but we had some good talks today. We planned New Year's.
New Year's.
We had a good, serious talk for about 45 minutes.
You're gonna meet everybody.
Yes, I can't wait to meet everyone in Flossmoor, right? Or
Homewood, Flossmoor,
Homewood,
Scout Heights.
yes. So it's gonna be a lot of fun.
There we go.
But thank you all for watching our show today. We are back in action.
Yeah.
For the next probably a couple of weeks because we have finals week coming up, and then over break.
Are we even gonna do the show during finals week?
No, because I won't be here. I'm leaving Thursday morning.
So we just got one more.
We got one more show. It's called the winter finale. How about that? And we'll come back in January, and then we'll start back.
We'll talk about our New Year's.
Yes, our New Year's shenanigans.
You make sure you come through.
I am. I'm gonna put on my calendar.
You make sure you come through. All right, I'm about to put this up.
I'm gonna
Everybody,
put it up
you're
too.
gonna meet my friend Evan.
Yes.
All right, man.
Thank you for all viewing. And coming up this weekend, we have Maya coming back, so we're gonna shout out to Maya.
Amen.
So yeah. So thanks for watching. We'll see you later.